Hello, folks. This is Nathan Chua again from One Life Only Counseling Services. And for those of you who are new here, my website is onelifeonly.net if you want to learn more about me and what I do. So today I'll be talking about a very different topic. It's kind of technical, but only as far as we're using a term from behaviorism. So the title of the video today, sorry, is Bakit Mabigat ang payo ng nakatataas? Why advice from authority figures feels so heavy? Have you noticed how in the Philippines advice often feels heavy? Not because someone is shouting, but because the words already feel like a command. That heaviness has a name in behavioral science. It's called autoclitics. Now, what are autoclitics? Autoclitics are words that don't add new information. They tell you how to take what's being said. I'll give you some examples. Obviously, everyone knows as a good person, as a Christian, ganito talaga, sumunod ka na lang. These words quietly say, don't question this. This isn't optional. Filipino culture, authority from above. In Filipino culture, authority usually comes from above. Parents, elders, church, teachers, government. So our language evolved not to invite discussion, but to produce compliance. Autoclitic phrases like approved na yan, may pondo na, dumaan sa tamang proseso. Those phrases don't explain whether something works. They signal obedience. In marriage, we hear things like, you'll end up alone if you don't get married. Marriage is the right path. That's just how life works. Eventually, you'll see, sex should be between two married people. You rarely hear, under some conditions, marriage works. For some people, this fits better than others. Let's look at what kind of relationship context this creates. Those qualifiers would weaken certainty, and that's precisely why they're absent. Autoclitics don't argue. They close the argument before it starts. And when marriage is framed this way, people don't stay married because the relationship works. They stay because leaving would mean violating a rule, not because the context supports dignity, safety, or growth. From a contextual behavioral perspective, marriage isn't a moral endpoint. It's a context, one that can either support cooperation or amplify suffering depending on conditions. But autoclitic language turns it into destiny. And once something sounds inevitable, people stop asking whether it's workable. That's how verbal control operates quietly, politely, and everywhere. Second example, children and obedience. Magulang mo yan, children are often told. Sumunod ka. Alam ng magulang ang tama. Lahat ng magulang gusto ang ikabubuti ng anak. Respeto na lang. At first, these sound loving, but behaviorally, they're sweeping autoclitic statements. What the language is doing, words like lahat talaga alam na lang don't describe reality, they shut down evaluation. The hidden instruction is don't look at behavior, don't assess harm, don't notice patterns. Obedience comes first. The critical distinction. Respect is not the same as obedience. Respect is relational. It grows from safety, consistency, care, accountability. But autoclitic language collapses respect into obedience. So, questioning becomes disrespect, self protection becomes selfishness, disagreement becomes sin. Why this can be harmful? When we teach children that all parents know what's best, we remove the child's ability to detect harm. Not all parents are emotionally safe, self aware, acting in the child's best interest. Sweeping moral language protects authority, not necessarily children. Act and the contextual reframe. A contextual approach doesn't turn children against parents. It doesn't attack authority. It simply asks, what actually happens when this rule is followed? Does this language create safety or silence? Does this build trust or fear? That's not rebellion, that's awareness. The big picture insight. This is why Filipinos grow up very good at following rules and very bad at questioning systems that harm them. The same language pattern happen at home, school, church, government. Authority is assumed, effects are rarely examined. So if we want better families, better relationships, better governance, we don't need louder authority. We need better language. So that's the end of our vlog today, and thank you for stopping by and watching this video. And again, if you want to know more about me and my services, this is Nathan Chua from One Life Only Counseling Services. My website is onelifeonly.net, and do like and subscribe wherever you're watching this or listening to this. Take care and bye for now. See you on the next vlog.